we're going to look at 4 and 5. I've already worked them out here. We worked them in class as well. But just so I can show you what happened, I have to make this a parallelogram. The one thing I know about a parallelogram is that the opposite sides in a parallelogram, let me get rid of that. Opposite sides in a parallelogram are congruent. So if I want this to be a parallelogram, I have to make the sides that are opposite each other, this one and this one, congruent to each other. And also this side and this side have to be congruent to each other. So all I did was set them equal to each other. Y plus 6 equals 3y minus 4. That's what I did right here. I distributed, worked it out, and I got y equals 9. I did the same thing with these sides. I said 5 times x minus 2. I went ahead and did the distribution right here and said 5x minus 10. You just distribute this 5 into the x and into the negative 2. So it's 5x minus 10 equals the opposite side, which is 3x. When you work through that, you'll get x equals 5. Put those answers in the blank because that's what it's asked for. Then I had to classify the parallelogram more specifically. All right. So once I plugged in y and x into these sides, I found out that all 4 sides were 15 units long. If they're all 15 units long, then this has to be a rhombus. Okay, that's number 4. Number 5, we worked in class as well. Just needed to find the measures of the interior angles in a dodecagon. So you have to know that a dodecagon has 12 sides. Okay, if you know that, you can plug it into this formula. N minus 2 equals 180. N is the number of sides. 12 minus 2 is 10. 10 times 180 is 1800. Okay, that's the sum of the interior angles. Then I want to know the measure of each interior angle, each one of them, if it's regular. In other words, if all the angles are the same. So I just divided that, 1800, by the number of angles, or the number of sides. It has 12 sides, it has 12 angles. So 1800 divided by 12 gives me 150. So each angle is 150 degrees.